I've been editing for 12 years. When I first started, things were a little different. But if I have to start over on 2025, there are 7 things I will do different as a video editor. Let's start with number 1. YouTube tutorials. Of course, at one point when I first started, I didn't know how to edit. So I had to figure out how to use the software. Not only I had to figure out how to use the software, but I had to figure it out what software to use, which is something we're gonna get to later in the video. But where can you find videos or tutorials to learn how to edit? Nowadays on YouTube, you're gonna find a variety of people teaching you how to edit. Even in this channel, I will be teaching you how to edit, but I've seen other YouTubers with a lot of content, and you can basically get started with YouTube tutorials, which is something that didn't exist back in the day. There was not much information about how to edit. So you will have to read books. Some of these books were outdated, or you will have to take classes, which brings me to number 2, video editing communities. Even if you learn how to edit, you may be wondering how to find clients, how to make a living out of this, how to get certified, anything like that. When you're trying to make this your career. Back in the day, you will have to go to school, or like in my case, I went to college, not for editing, but for film, and they have editing classes. The cool thing about that is that you get to meet people that also want to do the same thing you do. And they share with you information about like previous jobs they had, where to get good jobs, or things about portfolio. So it's really good to be around people that is doing the things that you're trying to do. Nowadays, we have things like Discord and school. Video editors are offering these services by basically being coaches or having a community where editors can discuss. This is very useful. If I had to start over, I will sign up with an editor that I feel edits a similar kind of video that I want to end up editing. If you're looking for a coach or somebody that can guide you editing, if you're starting or maybe you're advanced and you're trying to take it to the next level, feel free to join my school account in the description. I've been editing for so long that I'm sure I can help you with any information you need to know to grow your business or to get started. If you're interested, go in the description and hit the link. You can also find a bunch of other editors if you want to look at different options. So this right here is a very new thing that I think is very helpful for people starting and also advanced. Going to number 3, we had ChatGPT AI. This one, honestly, is not that big of a deal, but if you for some reason can't access this community, let's say you don't have the funds to join, or you didn't find a free one, or you want to learn on your own, ChatGPT can help a lot. Not by editing the videos for you, but by telling you things that you need to know when you get stuck. Many times with professional software, you're going to be struggling finding the answer to a glitch or the answer to a specific thing that you want to achieve. ChatGPT nowadays can answer more accurate questions when you provide enough information. Now, going to number 4. This is something I wish I did, which is start with the pro software. Back in the day, you will have to buy the software. Like you actually have to buy the CD. They will sell Adobe CDs for like $500 or stuff like that. Or you can illegally download it and crack it. I have noticed a lot of people nowadays looking for free software, and they start with that software, even with paid jobs, and they have to transition at one point to pro software, and it's a little bit of a learning curve. So the person using the pro software from the beginning, it's gonna have a higher advantage later on when shortcuts and advanced tools can improve your workflow. If you can, I would recommend starting with Pro software. I like Premiere Pro because it's very customizable, unlike Final Cut and other softwares. But you can do this in any software: CapCut, Final Cut, Avid, whatever you prefer and whatever works best for your videos. I do recommend you to start with the Pro software. Number 5, select the right niche to edit. So as you can see, this one is a little bit less about technical things like editing and learning how to edit. This is more when you already have the skill and you're ready to make money with the skill. This is crucial because a lot of what you do is gonna be related to this. If you're interested on editing videos that are, let's say, like travel blogs, if you're going more towards the YouTube area, or if you want to do real estate videos or financial videos, you should have an idea of what kind of video you want to edit. The problem is that when you're trying to find your first client, in many occasions, it's not going to be the niche you want. It may be something that you're not really interested in editing, but it's paying well. The problem with that is like you have to be ready to see this content again and again and again. So if it's something that you don't like let's say finance, you just can't stand watching finance videos, you don't like finances, and you get a finance video that pays well, really think about it if you want to get into this or you want to build your portfolio with a different niche that is more enjoyable to watch. The same thing happened with gaming channels. I noticed a lot of people that like Minecraft and they edit Minecraft videos and stuff like that. So before you start trying to find a client, I would say select the right niche for you. Also be realistic. If you can't edit videos like this, you're gonna have to get better before you can get into that niche. This happens a lot with faceless channels that are kind of like documentary style. You gotta make sure that you can achieve that level before you can start offering that. Number 6, payment. Okay, at this point, you already got the client and you're ready to edit. So you're not too worried about payment. You just want to get paid. But here's where you can make a huge mistake. And I will be making a video sharing one of my experiences where I make a huge mistake with payment and I actually never ended up getting my money. But with payment, there's a lot of things you need to know. You need to make sure that you talk with your client about payment before you start working. You need to make sure what type of payment you're gonna do. Like, are you gonna get paid 50% in advance? Are you gonna charge after? Are you gonna charge all the amount up front? How much time are you gonna have to finish the video? All these things are very important and you should have an idea on what to do before you start. At the beginning, a lot of people start using sites like PayPal. I believe that's what I started with, sending invoices. But I have to mention my own site, macroEdits, because I literally created this site to avoid the problems I was dealing by using these sites. macroEdits is designed for video editing and it sends contracts. The client will have to pay the full amount up front and the money stays in escrow until you send your final. But you get paid 50% upfront when the contract starts, and you get the other 50% after you upload the final. This is huge because a lot of the time people charge 50% upfront, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna get paid the other 50%. And believe it or not, it happens. It happened to me, and I'm gonna be making a video talking about it. But yeah, I will use a safer payment. That's why I created macroEdits and that's what I use now. But I will start by using a site like macroEdits instead of using sites like PayPal. And last but not least, number 7, simplification. So what is simplification? Simplification has a lot to do with all the other things we mentioned, with the niche that you select, with the software that you select, and basically what kind of videos you're editing. Simplification is when you take things to the next level. You already have a decent amount of videos per client in a specific niche. The videos are very repetitive or they have a similar style. And at this point, you gotta figure out how to simplify the process. I took a little longer to start this. And when you do this is when you can take your business to the next level. Of course, it's number 7 because it's one of the final steps. At this point, you succeeded. You're editing for a bunch of clients, you're making a living, but you're like taking it to the next level. And simplification is things like creating advanced macros that save you 10-20 minutes per video. I have done this for many different kinds of videos, and I know a lot of editors do. I will definitely make a video talking more about simplification, since I think not a lot of editors are talking about it. But this is something that I wish I knew before I started editing. That way I will be getting ready before. Like I said, you need to find a niche that is easy to edit, and you also need to have the right software. In my case, I use Premiere, which you can write a lot of script for it. You can create a Python script that does something that can help you simplify the process. Basically, the same way that you can download a plugin that helps you edit podcast videos super fast, you can create something that helps you with your own specific videos. This simplification is a little bit more advanced. Took me a while to learn, but when I did, it literally took my business to the next level. So that will be the last thing I wish I knew. If you have any questions about editing, if you want to learn more, or if you want to see any of the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading very often. Also, if you want to talk to me, if you need any direct help with editing, I've been editing for 12 years. I know a lot about editing. Join my school account. I'll see you there. I'll help you with your journey. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.